So now, what is NIC? By the way, guys, NIC is very crucial, and they do ask NIC almost in every interview. And this is one of the favorite questions that what are the default rules of NIC, which I have already shared it on the screen. Today, we are going to do the theory part of NIC. Next weekend, I'll show you the practical. Next session, I'm going to show you the practical of NSG. Right? So, what is NSG? NSG is your network security group, right? Not our NSG commandos, not networks, national security guards. It is network security group. It is a specific term with Azure. AWS has such service, but they don't name it. GCP has such service, but they don't name it same. They have their own name, right? So don't get confused. NSC, it's specific to Azure. So if someone is asking you, do you know anything about NSC? Don't question back, okay, NSC in Azure. So NSC in technical terms in cloud, it is only with Azure. So network security groups, it contains a list of security rules that allow or deny inbound or outbound traffic rules. So NSG, network security group, contains a list of network security rules that either allow, it's not only allowing, okay, it's allow or deny inbound, which is incoming request. For example, if you're taking from my laptop, I'm taking an RDP to this machine. What kind of transaction it is for my laptop? It is an inbound or outbound? It is, I'm taking RDP to this machine, machine number ending with 179. I'm taking RDP to this machine. Is it an inbound traffic for me or outbound traffic for me on my laptop?
It's inbound.
No, it's outbound. For me, it is outbound.
Outbound
I'm
for me.
sending the request, right? It's me who is initiating the request. It is outbound for me. And what kind of traffic it is for that machine? जहाँ पर मैं remote ले रहा हूँ,
Inbound.
it is inbound, right? Now let's say I've taken a remote to this machine. Now, using that machine, I open the browser and now I'm trying to access youtube.com. What kind of transaction it is on that virtual machine? Is it inbound or outbound? I opened the browser, I typed in youtube.com. I'm trying to play something. Is it inbound or outbound on that
Outbound.
machine? Sorry, what is it?
Outbound.
Will be outbound.
Outbound. Yes. Now, I have posted a website on that machine, my UT-Kloud.com. I ask you guys to use my IP address, go to your browser and access my website. What kind of transaction is it for my virtual machine? Not for you guys. What kind of traffic it is for my machine?
That will be outbound.
Inbound.
Inbound.
How is it outbound?
Inbound.
Yes, it is inbound, right? Because I'm hosting a website on my machine and some people are accessing it. So they are sending requests to my machine. It is an inbound. Someone is taking RDP. Person who is taking RDP, it's an outbound for him. But on machine on which RDP is being connected, that is inbound transaction for that machine. So is this point clear to everyone, inbound and outbound? Or do you want me to give more examples or ask more questions? Because this is very essential. Unless you understand that, आप कोई rule कहीं पर बना दोगे and then you will not achieve what you are looking for. So is it clear for everyone, guys? Inbound and outbound transactions. Aragya, is it clear?
Yes, it is clear.
Bashar, clear? Inbound, outbound transactions. I can give you a few examples, guys,
Yes.
right? I can't just list down all the transactions, right? Danish, is it clear? Heather, Hanif, Ibtasam, Naseem,
Yes, yes.
Nihal,
Yes,
Priyanka,
yes.
Raisa,
Yes.
Salim, Shagun, Vishnu,
Yes.
right? So I hope this is clear to everyone. What is an inbound transaction or inbound traffic or an outbound? Right? I have a file transfer protocol, right? Where I have kept all my pictures. Let's say that I'm on a tour and I'm clicking pictures in Dubai, right? Very beautiful pictures, and I want to share it with my team, or I want to share it with you guys, right? But there are too many now. From there, I can't send it to you. Sitting here, I can't just keep on. I don't have much internet, WhatsApp वगैरह नहीं है. So what did I plan? That okay, I'm putting it on a machine or a Google Drive. It could be anything. I'm putting it there, guys. This is the address of my location, of my machine, or of my cloud location. Click on that and have a look at that. These are very nice picture. I was just visiting there yesterday. I found it good. Have a look at that. Right now, when you guys click on that link, what kind of traffic it is for you guys? You clicked on the link which I have shared with you. What kind of
Outbound.
traffic? It is an outbound traffic for you, right? And what kind of traffic it is for the location which I have shared? It could be a server, let's say Azure server I'm using. Someone is accessing my server, maybe those pictures which I have shared in network drive. So what kind of transaction it is for my server?
Inbound.
Inbound traffic.
Got it? So I hope this is clear. I mean, you can apply it anywhere, be it website, be it pictures, RDP, kahin par bhi. Someone is trying to send you something, it's outbound for you, outbound for him, trying to access. See, accessing, even if I say RDP or if I talk about these pictures or we do ping, ultimately it's data, guys. You are sending some ping request, you're sending some data. So request bhi bhej rahe ho aap, right? So it's outbound for you. Person who is receiving, it's inbound for him. Now, sitting on that machine, you said, okay, this picture is very good. Can you please post it on our Instagram page? Let's say we have an Instagram page for this batch. Now I logged into that machine, open Instagram, and I'm trying to upload a picture to Instagram. What kind of traffic is it is for me? Start from scratch, opening Instagram. I'm sending a request in my browser. I'm typing instagram.com, and I told you how it works in background, right? In background, your IP is sending a request to Instagram's IP. तभी वो page open हो रहा है. So opening an Instagram account or opening an Instagram page on my virtual machine. What kind of traffic it is for me if I'm sitting on that virtual machine?
Outbound.
Outbound.
I'm uploading something over there. It's obviously outbound. Once it is outbound, उसके बाद आप डाउनलोड वगैरह कुछ भी करो वो सब कुछ बिकॉज कनेक्शन वो आउटबाउंड हो गया एक बार कनेक्ट कर लिया ना आपने देन दैट्स अ डिफरेंट आई होप दिस इज क्लियर टू एवरीवन राइट so what is network security group? Network security group contains a list of security rules that allow or deny. It's not only for allow, it either allow or deny inbound or outbound. It's not only for allowing, it's not only for denying. It's not only for inbound traffic, it's not only for outbound traffic. So network security group एक ग्रुप है जो रूल्स को कंटेन करता है. वो रूल्स आपको इधर अलाउ करते हैं और डिनाई करते हैं. किस चीज को अलाउ या डिनाई करते हैं? इनबाउंड ट्रैफिक को और आउटबाउंड ट्रैफिक को. राइट नाउ वेयर कैन आई अप्लाई दिस एनएससी? ये एनएससी को मैं लगा कहां पर सकता हूं? So we can associate this with subnet level or NIC level. Is this statement clear to everyone? Question simply ये भी आता है कई बार कि where can you associate the NIC or where can you associate your NSG? So what is the answer to that?
Subnet level and NIC level.
Subnet level and NIC level. Don't get confused, guys. Here we are going to see some. Let me open video page and maybe it will help you. So this is your NIC. I hope I have the right one. If not, we'll use Paint. This is your NIC. So you can assign or you can associate a network security group on this NIC. NIC कहाँ पर लगा होता है? Machine पे obviously. And then we have another called subnet. Can I have a subnet without VNet, guys? Is it possible to have a subnet without VNet? Yes, no,
No.
maybe, no, right? So there has to be a VNet. So imagine that this is our virtual network. Under virtual network, what will I have? Can I have a machine directly on virtual network? I'm saying मुझको सबनेट बनाना ही नहीं है यार, सब कुछ इसी में यूज करना है. Is it technically possible to have a virtual machine without a subnet? Or for that
No.
matter, any resource?
No.
No, right? At least one has to be there. क्या नाम होता है उसका, एक जो बनता है सबनेट जो बनता है उसका नाम क्या होता है? If you don't create anything, a subnet
Default.
gets created. Yes, a default subnet. I'm not sure if I have the icon for that. Imagine this is your subnet. This is your VNet. Under one VNet, I can have multiple subnets, right? So this is your subnet, and then you can have NIC. Is there any limit of having NIC, that how many NIC can I have under one subnet? What do you think? कोई लिमिट हो सकता है NIC का? This is your subnet. Yes, yes. Can we have, or is there any limit on NIC? यार इतने ही NIC हो सकते हैं आपके इसमें. Directly, indirectly, किसी भी तरह से, do you think? अभी we have seen the uh, working, right? How it works exactly, उसका मतलब क्या है? So now you tell me, is there any limitation? अगर Azure ने नहीं भी बताया है, तो भी is there any limitation of NIC? कि यार NIC में इतने ही
No.
IPs आ सकते हैं, या फिर सॉरी इतने ही NIC आ सकते हैं? डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्ट किसी तरह का ये है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक?
ये भी जितने सबनेट में लाइक उसका
परफेक्ट.
रेंज होगा उतने निक
यस.
आप लोग
यस,
यूज कर सकते हैं.
एग्जैक्टली. So if I have 251 available IP in a subnet, right? Then I can have 250 NIC. Minimum मैं एक भी रख सकता हूँ. Minimum I can have 150, और हर NIC पे 2 IP एड्रेस लगा लूँ, राइट? वो भी चलेगा. मतलब 300 इक्वल नहीं हो गए, बट किसी पे 2, किसी पे 1. तो बट मैक्सिमम नंबर आई कैन हैव द नंबर ऑफ आईपीस. विदाउट आईपी के मैं NIC नहीं बना पाऊंगा. इज दिस क्लियर टू एवरीवन? Yes, guys. Any doubts, any questions? Is it clear to everyone? How many NICs can you have? The number of IP addresses which are available, only those many NICs you can have. It will be easier for you to understand, hence I'm creating the diagram. Otherwise, we can go ahead without it. Okay, now let's say this is subnet 2, subnet 3, and I'm calling it subnet 6. This is one VNet. Okay, this is completely under one VNet. Not talking about any different VNet here. It's purely under one VNet. Okay. Now, where can we associate the IP? Can I have an IP directly on subnet or VNet? Is this, can we have an IP directly on subnet or VNet? which is the hardware where we assign the IPs?
On
Nick,
Nick.
network interface card.
Right? Yes. Let's go back to this sentence. It says NSG, Network Security Group, that also be assigned on the NIC level. It's not IP specific. Okay, if your NIC has two IPs, that does not mean you can have two network security group. It has nothing to do with your IP. It gets associated with NIC or subnet level. Let me see if I have network security group item here. This is my network security group. Okay, this network security group I have, and it says it is about internet block internet NSC. This is a network security group which is blocking the internet. Okay, this is what I have. Fine. Now it can be associated with this NIC and subnet level. By the way, NIC is representing a machine, guys. I hope you understand, right? Without a machine, वो NIC किसे काम का नहीं है. So I'm not creating a virtual machine here. Understand? Imagine कि NIC मतलब हमारे virtual machine. Okay. Now this is a NIC. This is a network security group which has rules जो internet को block कर रहा है. How to create rules? We are going to see that in next session. Don't worry. As of now, we understand the concept. Okay. So ये जो internet को block कर रहा है. Now, if I attach this to this machine, and now I try to use google.com from this machine, which is under subnet 6. Will I be able to use google.com or not? Yes, no, maybe,
because no.
no, right? Okay. Next, I assign the same here on subnet 1. I didn't assign it to NIC. I assigned it to subnet 1. Will these machines, these NIC, will they able to use internet or not?
No.
These three machines.
No.
No, right? Is this clear? You are associated here or at the subnet level. It is going to work in similar manner. Is this part clear to everyone? So it's always recommended that you assign it at the subnet level. Why? Because it covers most of the machines. It will cover all the machines which are there on the subnet. अब मैंने यहाँ पर एक बना दिया NAC under subnet 6. I have one machine और ये NAC मैंने इसमें assign कर दिया. Now I'm creating a new machine. ठीक है, मैं एक और machine बना रहा हूँ. This machine under subnet 6. Will this machine be able to use internet or not?
Yes.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
This machine, will it be able to use internet or not? So अभी मैंने just add की ये वाली machine. Ignore this connector. You can say
No.
why not?
No.
ये machine क्यों नहीं कर पाएगी?
No, because we have the rule on subnet level.
So do you understand the difference between assigning it on NIC level and subnet? Once you assign it on a subnet level, if you add a new machine, by default उस पे वो rule apply हो जाएगा. But if you keep adding it to NIC level, then what will happen? You'll have to do it again and again, right? Next time, when this machine gets created, and if you want internet to be blocked, you'll have to assign it here also. This is what you'll have to do. कि आपको वो निक इस पे वो एनर्जी इस पे भी असाइन करना पड़ेगा. Every time you create a new machine, you'll have to do that. Is this point clear to everyone? What about subnet 2? Can this machine use internet? Yes, no, maybe.
Yes.
You guys have created machines, right? Did you ever try to use internet over your virtual machine? Yes, guys. No one tried that? No one tried to access YouTube, Google, anything on your virtual machine? Or Azure portal? Did you open Azure portal in your virtual machine? Yes, yes, yes. No, maybe
Yes,
anyone?
tried. It's working.
It's working. So by default, internet works on a virtual machine. वो कैसे? We'll see that later. But if there is no network security group attached, वो चल रहा है उसके ऊपर. By default, internet चलता है. वो default rules में आता है. We'll see how it works. But it will work. Now, I have another network security, and this allows internet. The first one is not allowing internet. This allows internet. They're contradicting to each other. Got it, guys? They're contradicting to each other. So let's make it less confusing. Okay. There is one which blocks internet. There's one which allows internet. Now, if I assign this to the VM, this VM, and assign it to this VM, first thing, what do you think? It is possible or not? This is VM1, I'm calling it. This is VM2. Very first question is it possible to do this or not? Though I have not covered this topic, so it's okay even if you give the incorrect answer. But what do you think? Logically, is it possible
No.
or not?
No.
No.
No. No.
No, it is not. Fine. So very clear thing to remember. They do ask that in interview also. Can I assign two network security groups, two network security guards to one NIC? Not possible. Got it? Similarly, assigning these two to one subnet. Is it possible? Assigning two network security groups to one subnet. NIC पे तो मैंने बोल दिया आपको not possible. Now here, if I want to assign this, जो internet allow भी कर रहा है और block भी कर रहा है. Is it possible?
No.
No. Simply, जो NIC पे नहीं हो रहा वहां पर भी नहीं होगा भाई. इसके आगे कुछ चलेगा ही नहीं. Okay. But now, what do you think? Is this possible that I assign this network security group to this subnet, also to this subnet, again to this subnet, and maybe to this machine? What do you think? Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So things to remember, guys, that each subnet and NIC can have only one network security group applied to it at a time. कि आपके subnet पे, right? On your subnet and on your NIC, you can have one network security group at a time. दो नहीं लगा सकता हो. No exception, nothing. You can't put two of them. And one NSC can be applied to multiple subnets or NIC. मतलब मैंने एक नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी ग्रुप बना लिया, इसमें इंटरनेट ब्लॉक करना है, इसको मैं 10 सबनेट से जोड़ सकता हूँ, 10 सबनेट 10 निक से भी जोड़ सकता हूँ, राइट? 5 सबनेट 5 निक, मेक्स एनीथिंग व्हाटएवर हाउएवर आई वांट, आई कैन डू इट. बट मैंने एक सबनेट बना लिया और उस पर मैं दो एनएसजी को जोड़ना चाहता हूँ, जिसमें एक बोल रहा है कि इंटरनेट अलाउ है, दूसरा बोल रहा है नहीं है. इज दैट पॉसिबल? नो. I mean, irrespective of the rule, even if those both NIC have same rule which are allowing internet, still I can't connect. So each subnet and NIC can have only one network security group applied to it at a time. But one network security group can be applied on multiple subnets or NIC. Is this point clear to everyone or not?
Yes.
Any confusion, guys? Anyone who did not understand? Hence, I explain the diagram first or then sentence for read. Anyone who did not understand? Yes, clear to everyone?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now, next question. What do you think? Is this possible that I assign one network security group to subnet level, which says internet block, and the same network security group to VM level? Is it possible?
Yes, it is
Yes, it is
possible, but
possible. We just
there
discussed,
is
right?
no.
Yeah, it doesn't make any
uh,
sense. वो वहीं पर भी achieve हो रहा है, यहाँ पर भी हो रहा है. Why would I do that? Doesn't make any sense, right? But it is possible. Technically, it is possible. We just discussed कि one NAC can be applied on multiple resources. Multiple resource मतलब दो ही resources पे apply हो सकता है, तो multiple subnet और multiple में. So if that is possible, तो ये भी possible हुआ, right? But
Yes.
there's a catch here now. On my NIC, it says I'm allowing the internet. In my subnet, I'm saying I can't allow the internet. So attaching it technically possible. But what will be the outcome? Who can tell me? Will I be able to access the internet from this machine or not?
We will not be able to.
And why not? Where will it block the request?
Because directly to subnet.
Yes. It will go when I open the browser and type google.com. If I do a traceat, I showed you the traceat. यहाँ से clear हो जाएगा. Traceat में यहाँ से clear होगा. Okay, you do have access to internet. Fine. But मेरा traffic कैसे जाने वाला है? It will go through subnet, right? यहाँ पर आके it will check with this. And it says no, block. You are not allowed to use google.com. So this is how my request will be blocked. Got it, guys? Now, same example, if I take, let's say, I have a subnet where I want everyone to use internet. I'm okay with it. HR का ये है, I want them to use internet. It's okay. Let them, or marketing team है. I want everyone in subnet 6. This is marketing subnet. Let's say this is marketing subnet. So marketing subnet. Ignore the spelling mistake. In marketing subnet, which network security group should I apply where I want everyone to use internet? Or my question is, these two VMs, or for that matter, all these VMs, they belong to marketing team, and I want all of them to use internet. Where should I apply in which NSG?
Allow internet.
Allow internet. This NSG, should I go ahead and apply to all machines? Or where can I be? I want all of them to use internet.
Directly to the subnet.
Submit.
Which subnet?
Marketing.
Six.
Is this clear, guys? Did you understand? Now, one of them, it's a newbie. He has recently joined today itself, right? And I think that this guy may make some mistake or may do some blunder. So let him just use a few things as of now. Let him not put anything on the internet as of now. I want to block the internet for that guy. Let's say he's the new joiner. Okay. Then what solution do you have in your? How can I restrict the internet access for this guy?
Block internet NSG should be applied on new journey.
Perfect. Okay. Here it is. It's done. So when this guy tries to access internet or google.com, ये request यहाँ से बाहर ही नहीं जाएगा. I mean, ये allow कर रहा है, it's okay. But ये यहाँ से ही बाहर नहीं जाने देगा. It will tell you, no, sorry, you can't access it. Others, they don't have NAC on their neck, so they'll directly go here. It says okay, accessible. It says okay, accessible. Okay, accessible. For him, there's one more hurdle. Before you reach to this guy, you'll have to check for this one. And this itself says, no, Google is not possible. So this is how you can achieve it. Is this clear to everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Any doubts, any questions, guys? Yes, guys, any doubts in network security group? Topic is not over. There are more things. We'll also do the practical next time, but whatever we have covered till now, the theory and the concept part, is it clear? Is it not clear, guys? Can
Yes,
someone
Yes.
tell me? If it is not clear, tell
Clear.
me. Now let's go ahead and check few quick details. So remember this thing. इसको अच्छे से पढ़ लेना. Read this one. Read this. This you can ignore. थोड़ा सा in depth है, and they won't even ask you in interview. So point number 4 and 5 you can ignore. NSG supports TCP UDP वाला जो है ना, ये वाला point आप ignore कर सकते हो. Right? Now from here we are going to do it from next week or next session. Default rules वाला जो है इसको हम next session में करते हैं. By the way, there are 6 default rules. This is how it looks. और NSC को मैं आपको पोर्टल पे ही बता देता हूँ. But we are not doing the practical tool. If I want to create NSC, I'll go ahead and search for network security group. I'll see my existing NSCs. I can pick one of them and check their rules. These are inbound security rules. These are outbound security rules. A question always comes that how many default rules are there? So there are 6 default rules in any NSG. डिफॉल्ट का मतलब क्या होता है? द मोमेंट यू क्रिएट एनएससी वो रूल्स अपने आप आ जाते हैं. यहाँ पर आपको 7 दिखेंगे बिकॉज आरडीपी हमने अलाउ कर रखा है. सो लेट मी गो अहेड एंड क्रिएट एनएससी. And guys, it goes without saying that if I have NSG in East US, I can't have NSG. I can't use that NSG in on a machine or a subnet which is in West US. It has to be in the same region. Got it, guys? Is this part clear to everyone? That it has to be in the same region. Now, this is the default network security group I have created. If I go ahead and check inbound rules of that and outbound rules of that, I should be able to see only 6 rules in total. This is the one which I created, test queue. And here you can come and check rules. Inbound rules, outbound rules. One thing to remember, you can't modify the default rules. You can't delete default rules, right? What you can do, it's you can overcome them by creating a new rule. So these 6 rules, you can't delete them, you can't amend them, right? But उसमें अगर आप देखो तो एक रूल है allow VNet internet. Can you see? This rule is there. That is the reason you guys are able to access the internet the moment you create the machine, right? Allow internet. What is it saying? Allow internet. ये ports वगैरह ये सब क्या है? That I'll show it to you in next session. Don't worry. So practical करेंगे हम लोग NSC का. We are going to do it in detail. I'll open a machine also. मैं इसको access करके बताऊंगा. Then block करके भी बताऊंगा. I will have a practical also, right? But understand that this is the default outbound security rules जिसकी वजह से आप जो है इंटरनेट को एक्सेस कर पा रहे हो. बट आई एम सेइंग कि यू कांट डिलीट इट, यू कांट अमेंड इट. डू यू सी एनी ऑप्शन? यू कांट डिलीट इट, यू कांट अमेंड इट. So now if you want to block the internet access, then how do you achieve it? Yes, guys. So how do you achieve it? So you can always achieve it by creating a new rule. ठीक है, इसको आप डिलीट नहीं कर सकते हो, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हो, but you can always create a new rule, and that new rule can surpass or suppress this rule, and that depends on the priority number. Lower the priority, the lower the priority number, higher weightage it has. तो अब अगर मेरे पास एक ये है which says allow internet and the priority is 65,000, I can go ahead and create another rule. First is source any, इस सबको मैं बाद में एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. What do I want to do? Deny. ठीक है, डिनाई क्या करना है मुझको? इंटरनेट. I'll select that और प्रायोरिटी को मैं दे दूंगा लेस नंबर, एनीथिंग which is lesser than 65,000, and I'll add that और वो मेरा एक रूल बन जाएगा. And this is how you'll block the internet. We're going to do that in detail, don't worry. इसको हम अच्छे से करने वाले हैं. ठीक है, ये जो डेस्टिनेशन एनी रखी है मैंने, इसको हम इंटरनेट ले सकते थे. I have less time now, only 30 seconds are left, but this is how you create it. So we are going to repeat it in detail, don't worry. Fine. So key takeaway from today session, go ahead and check those practicals, change IP, etc. In theory part, remember all this. इतने सबको अच्छे से याद कर लो, पढ़ लो. Except for these two things, if you want to, you can read them. Otherwise, leave it. It's okay. Apart from this, everything is essential. Okay. See you guys next week. I'll be sending some questions to you guys and some tasks also. I'm stopping the session now.